Epic Games always does a great job of creating seasonal events in Fortnite, and with those events, we normally get some pretty cool skins too. That's certainly true when it comes to the holiday season, and in the past, we've gotten some really creative holiday skins. Epic has taken the time to create some great skins inspired by famous holiday movies, TV shows, and culture. Fortnite always gives us some entertaining holiday skins around this time of year, and it's bound to happen once again. So on that note, we'll be spending today's episode of The Countdown breaking down the 10 Fortnite skins we need for Christmas. Number 10. Jack Frost. Jack Frost started off as just a nickname for cold weather, kinda like Old Man Winter. As time went on though, he slowly became a fully realized character with the power to control cold weather, and in recent years, he's even popped up in his own movies. In the movie Jack Frost, he was depicted as a snowman, but later on in movies such as The Santa Claus 3 and Rise of the Guardians, he was depicted as a guy with a slender frame and slick silver hair who had the ability to control cold weather. This concept would go great on a Fortnite skin, and it would be really cool to see Epic Games' take on Jack Frost's appearance. It would be the perfect skin for Fortnite snowball fights, and seeing Jack Frost take down enemies with a snowball launcher would be the perfect thing to get everyone into the holiday mood. He could look like a really slick Iceman from X-Men or something, you know? Number 9. Yukon Cornelius. Epic Games has already given us a skin based on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, so this year they should take things one step further and give us one based on Yukon Cornelius from the classic Rudolph movie. After the other reindeer don't let Rudolph play any reindeer games, he runs away from home, at which point he teams up with Hermie the Elf and Yukon Cornelius. Yukon plays a huge part in saving Rudolph from the abominable snow monster, rescuing the misfit toys, and getting Rudolph back home so he can help Santa and save Christmas. Because of this classic story, Yukon has become a highly recognizable Christmas character, and his red hat, red beard, zigzaggy mustache, and light blue jumpsuit go perfectly with the holiday season. On top of that, the character also uses an ice pick all the time, and that ice pick looks an awful lot like Fortnite's original harvesting tool. We'd love to see that iconic beard and mustache on a Fortnite skin, and that's why Yukon Cornelius has secured the number 9 spot on our list. Number 8. Polar Bear. Not only are polar bears some of the coolest looking animals on this planet, but they're also pretty iconic when it comes to the holidays. Most of that is thanks to Coca-Cola ads, but polar bears are known for always being around cold weather. And just like penguins, you can find them on a lot of different holiday decorations. Fortnite has already introduced bear-inspired skins with their team leader skin, but a polar bear version of this skin would be pretty cool. Or they can just scrap the team leader idea and make some type of completely new polar bear skin. Either way, a polar bear would make a great holiday skin, and would also give you some pretty good camouflage around the snowier areas of the map. Number 7. Scrooge. Scrooge is a classic character from the novel by Charles Dickens called A Christmas Carol. This story has been retold hundreds of times, and there are a ton of different versions that exist, but they all pretty much tell the same story. A greedy old rich guy gets visited by some ghosts, and then he becomes a good guy. It's a classic Christmas story, but you might be wondering what exactly it has to do with Fortnite. Well, a skin inspired by Scrooge would be a pretty good addition to a holiday skins pack. His iconic stovepipe hat, scarf, jacket, and pipe would bring plenty of Christmas spirit to a game of Battle Royale. It would also be the perfect skin for that squad's teammate of yours who always takes the good loot and leaves you with the scraps. Or you can have him in his nightgown and nightcap, that's also iconic looking. Or a ghost skin, if they could somehow make you translucent. Number 6. Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown is a character from the classic comic strips known as Peanuts, but also the Charlie Brown and Snoopy Show, which is a classic cartoon that was on TV in the 1980s. Charlie Brown is best known for his holiday specials though, the most famous being the Charlie Brown Christmas Special. You might remember the story about the tiny little Christmas tree that could barely hold up any ornaments? That's A Charlie Brown Christmas, and the classic episode has become a staple of the holiday season. Giving us a Fortnite skin of Charlie Brown in his holiday attire would be a great way to pay tribute to the classic episode, and it also gives Epic Games an opportunity to include some great new emotes like one of the dance moves from this scene. Number 5. Jack Skellington. Jack Skellington is the main character in the movie A Nightmare Before Christmas. Sure, the movie might be sort of half Halloween, half Christmas movie, but it has become recognized as a Christmas classic, and Jack Skellington has had quite the impact. We've already seen how popular skins like the Skull Trooper can become, so it's safe to say that if Epic does a good job on a Jack Skellington skin, then it could easily become a fan favorite. There's also a ton of music and dancing in the movie too, so I'm sure that Epic can find 1 or 2 emotes to include at the same time. This skin would work great for both Halloween and Christmas, just like the movie does, and we'd love to see it actually happen. Number 4. John McClane. John McClane is the main character in the movie Die Hard, which, yes, is a Christmas movie. He rescues a group of people from terrorists during a Christmas party, and nothing really takes on the spirit of the holidays like saving the day. John McClane would work perfectly in the world of Fortnite, as he's already known as someone who's really good with a gun. After we saw the success of the John Wick skin, it's clear that action movie stars have a place within the world of Fortnite, and the character of John McClane is just as popular as John Wick. They probably wouldn't be able to include any of the character's catchphrases, but a John McClane skin in Fortnite would do a great job of capturing the holiday season, and it would be just plain cool if we're being honest. Number 3. The Grinch. There are very few characters who go along with Christmas as well as the Grinch does. From the classic 1966 TV movie, to the live-action Jim Carrey movie, to the CGI Grinch movie, the Grinch has been a huge Christmas icon for decades now, which is weird because he hates Christmas. I mean, eventually he likes Christmas, but he hates Christmas. The story of the Grinch trying to ruin Christmas just to have his heart grow 3 times its size by the end is a classic one, and putting a Grinch skin into Fortnite would be a great choice. With a Grinch skin, you'd be able to ruin Christmas for all of your opponents when you beat them to a victory royale, and nothing would be more frustrating than losing to a guy in a green hairy Grinch outfit, am I right? If Epic is feeling extra festive, they could even include Max, the Grinch's dog, as a back-bling item. Who knows, Number 2. Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus is one of the most underappreciated Christmas characters. She spends all year supporting Santa Claus while he works to get all of his toys made, and she never receives any of the credit. Well, it's time for Epic Games to change that, and include a Mrs. Claus skin in Fortnite. Why? Well, we're going to be completely straightforward about this one. Watching an old lady running around in a Christmas outfit mowing down enemies with a shotgun might be one of the most holiday things we can possibly see. Mrs. Claus makes some mean chocolate chip cookies and takes care of Santa all year long, so it's safe to say she's probably pretty good at Battle Royale too. That being said, you can probably take a good guess at what our number 1 skin is. Number 1. The grandma that got run over by a reindeer. I'm kidding. Number 1. Santa Claus. Was there ever any doubt? What better skin to bring into Fortnite than the father of Christmas himself, good old Saint Nick. The same guy who's going to drop down your chimney and stick a bunch of V-Bucks under the Christmas tree for you. He'll most likely ride into Fortnite Island on his sleigh instead of the battle bus, but there's no doubt that he'll provide players with quite the challenge. I mean, he delivers presents to kids across the world all in one night. How hard can it be for him to win a victory royale? Fortnite has never taken itself too seriously, and adding a skin that lets players run around the map as Santa Claus himself would make their holiday event an instant success. Maybe they can even bring back planes, but make them sleighs instead? There are so many possibilities. Either way, it would be a blast to play Fortnite as Santa, which is why he safely secures the number 1 spot on our list. And that's a wrap on our 10 Fortnite skins we need for Christmas. Did we miss anything? Which Christmas skins do you want to see? We at The Countdown want to wish all of our viewers the happiest of holidays, no matter what you celebrate, so be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, click the bell, and leave a comment. Until next time.